like someone just like told me obviously I'm sure there's all I knew is that's kind of where I was. Yeah. Which one? Yeah. Is that it? They needed okay, yeah. It was yeah.
No, like I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think because like it sounds so good, but for
Oh, did you hear both? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we heard. Yeah, I heard. Oh.
We've played this 3 times, and I still don't know how to train a dragon.
I don't either. Apparently there's like a whole movie series. Maybe that movie about five. Yes, so by the end of the
by the end of the first week,
Actually, I kind of felt like
it's more like a companion.
Don't get her started.
Look,
Don't
it's
even
so
try.
good. And the music is like beautiful. Yeah, it's the music.
That's what all the cool kids are doing now, man.
You should move over to the right side so you can do it again.
I'll play Russian.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Spring 2024 Convocation at the University of Lethbridge. My name is Sheila McManus, and I am a professor in the Department of History. It is my pleasure to serve as platform marshal for this afternoon's ceremony. The convocation ceremony will begin in about 15 minutes. I'd like to highlight a few features. A professional photograph, sponsored by the U of L Alumni Association, will be taken of each graduate's presentation to the Chancellor here on the platform. In addition, the U of L Students' Union has sponsored a video of your graduate crossing the stage, and that will be sent to their U of L email. We hope this allows everyone to sit back and enjoy this momentous occasion. For safety reasons and to be considerate of other guests, please refrain from moving around during the ceremony. For those who want to take pictures, you are encouraged to do so from your seat, as this will ensure you don't miss the presentation of your graduate. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please remain calm and follow the instructions of our staff. If an evacuation becomes necessary, you will be directed up to the track level and safely out of the building. For those of you in the bleachers or on the track, your nearest exit may be behind you. Please silence your cell phones and other electronic devices before the ceremony begins. I invite you to browse through the program and to listen to the University of Lethbridge Wind Orchestra under the direction of Dr. Holly DeCagney. I would like to draw your attention to the screens above, where you will be able to watch the graduands and the platform party process along the pathway to the gymnasium.
Starting at measure 55. Mark 55, 10.
The procession has arrived. Please rise if you are able. Chancellor Terry Whitehead.
I declare this convocation to be assembled.
Oki, and welcome to the University of Lethbridge. Our university's Blackfoot name is Aniskim, meaning Sacred Buffalo Stone. The University of Lethbridge acknowledges and deeply appreciates the Siksikaitsatapi people's connection to their traditional territory. We, as people living and benefiting from Blackfoot Confederacy traditional territory, honor the traditions of people who have cared for this land since time immemorial. We recognize the diverse population of Indigenous peoples who attend the University of Lethbridge and the contributions these Indigenous peoples have made in shaping and strengthening the university community in the past, present, and in the future. Please remain standing for the national anthem, the reflection, and the honor song. I invite Noelle Kuntz to lead us in O Canada. Noelle Kuntz graduated this morning with a Bachelor of Music with great distinction and is excited to be pursuing a Master of Music degree at the University of Lethbridge starting in the fall. I invite Ila May Padilla to lead the reflection. Ila May Padilla is graduating today with a diploma in finance. She plans to pursue the CPA designation once she gets her permanent residency and hopes to leave a positive impact on the accounting profession and the community. Graduands, the reflection is printed on the back of your program. Please pick it up at this time.
Me in reading the reflection. Let us begin this celebration of our academic achievements, the culmination of years of hard work, by considering how we have achieved success and how we shall build it on it in the future. Let us acknowledge those who built this community of scholarship, which has broadened our understanding and our horizons. Let us thank our faculty, staff, families, friends, fellow students, and all who made this community of learning possible. They have taught us so much. Let us remember that our educational journeys, which led to our degrees, diplomas, and certificates, are valuable in themselves, not just means to other ends. Let us use all we have learned to challenge the world through the eyes of educated citizens and make it a better place for others to follow. Let our motto, Fiat Lux, let there be light, remind us of the responsibility we accept to ensure that we will make a difference and build a better society.
At this time, I would like to introduce Troy and Julius Delaney, who will perform the traditional University of Lethbridge honors song written by Dr. Leroy Littlebear.
Yeah.
Please be seated. I invite President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Digvir Jayas to deliver the report to Convocation.
Eminent Chancellor, honored guests, graduates, proud family members and friends, welcome to Convocation at the University of Lethbridge. And welcome to our guests from around the world watching on streaming video. To begin, I wish to recognize that our university rests on traditional Blackfoot land. Oki Niksukuwawa, a Blackfoot welcome to you and your friends and relatives from all indigenous communities. I want to begin by extending my most sincere congratulations to you, our graduates. I'm honored to be here today to celebrate hard work completed, knowledge acquired, and experience gained. Graduation is, of course, a significant milestone. It's a time to look forward to your next step, but also to recount your journey to this moment. Many of you started your program virtually, navigating a period of unprecedented change for our institution, our community, and the world as a whole. As you reflect on your time at University of Lethbridge, I am sure you are noticing significant shifts, both personally and in the world around you. You have changed since you started your program, as has your perspective. That's as much a part of education as the degree you are about to receive. As a student, you have encountered a diversity of perspectives and engaged in conversations that changed you. I hope you have discovered a zeal for knowledge, a passion outside the classroom that defines your goals and dreams. This is where your University of Lethbridge education gives you an advantage. Your time here has not been confined to classrooms and exams. You had co-ops, volunteer experiences, international travel opportunities, giving you the chance to live and learn in different contexts. Having earned a Bachelor of Arts and a double major in Anthropology and History in 2016, alumna Isabella Lee came back to the University of Lethbridge to pursue a Bachelor of Management as a second degree in accounting. During her experience, Isabella deftly navigated the COVID-19 pandemic, worked with faculty on numerous research projects, and completed an applied study. Experiences like these are captured on every student's My Experience transcript, a verified record of activities that demonstrates the breadth of your experiential learning. Like Isabella, your path may have taken different twists and turns. It was not linear, it was not predictable, and yet you are here. Your life will not be linear, nor it will be predictable. You will change jobs, countries, and perspectives. Just ask our honorary degree recipient, Kurt Schlachter, a fourth-generation Albertan who grew up on a family farm near Bow Island, Alberta. Schlachter proudly followed his mother, Junita Schlachter, as University Lethbridge graduate. In addition to his tremendous work as chair of the University of Lethbridge Board of Governors, through an important period of growth and transition, Kurt has served his community through philanthropy and volunteerism. Most recently, he and his spouse, Jason Van den Hoek, who is also an alum, established a first-of-its-kind endowment fund to support 2 SLGBTQ+ students. We are honored to recognize him at today's ceremony, and I look forward to learning more about his journey and perspective later in the program. Our purpose in awarding honorary degrees is not only to recognize the extraordinary achievements of the recipients, but to offer them to new graduates as inspiring examples of how many ways that one might lead a life of leadership and service to others. Because realizing what you want to contribute is one of the greatest responsibilities of life. Each of you here today has something important to contribute, whether to your household, your neighborhood, your country, or beyond. All of us at this platform have great confidence in your ability to take on both opportunities and challenges that lie ahead. We applaud your persistence, your talent, your achievements, your values, and your aspirations. We are confident in your ability to build connections and explore new ways. And remember, you have done it before. International graduate student Ruiji Fan from Nanjing, Jiangsu province, China, wants to make a difference in business world through sustainability. He just successfully defended his thesis, demonstrating that companies who had superior environmental, social, and governance performance were more resilient when crisis hit. Congratulations, Ryuji. I am proud to say this spring's convocation ceremonies reflect the diversity of experiences on our campuses. Yesterday, we celebrated the first ever Bachelor of Science graduates from our Calgary campus. The 6 students who crossed the stage represented the first cohort from the Faculty of Arts and Science to complete their degree at our Calgary campus. As we continue to grow our programs in Calgary, we know many more will follow. We also have 3 19-year-old graduates and 1 68-year-old graduate crossing the stage this week, reflecting our university's commitment to lifelong learning. I also want to recognize the first graduates of Indigenous Student Success Certificate, ISSC, who convocated this spring. The ISSC is a first-year credit program that provides a solid foundation of core skills as well as cultural and peer support to better position students for a success in further undergraduate studies. I want to extend my sincere congratulations to all of these exemplary students for their significant accomplishments and recognize the contributions they have made to our university community during their time here. And I would like to thank each of you here today as well for everything you have contributed to our community. As you set your sights on what lies beyond our campus, I encourage you to also look within and consider what you can contribute in ways big and small. Graduates like you have the knowledge and skills needed in communities across Canada and around the world. And because of graduates like you, our university's positive impact grows every day. As we look ahead, we are carefully considering how best position University of Lethbridge for the future. While we cannot predict every shift or every change, a new institutional strategic vision and plan is needed to address the changing landscape of post-secondary education both nationally and globally, and to respond to the evolving opportunities and challenges for the University of Lethbridge. As new alumni, you are our strongest allies and best ambassadors. Wherever your individual journeys may lead you in the years ahead, I hope you also travel together, at least in spirit, as alumni of this university, in pursuit of a better world. Best wishes as you embark upon your path ahead, and we hope it will bring you back to our campuses many times. We look forward to welcoming you when you return. Once again, congratulations and enjoy the day.
At this time, I would like to recognize several distinguished members of the Chancellor's Party. Please hold your applause. Dean Gallimore, Chair of the Board of Governors. Nathan Newdorf, Member of the Legislative Assembly for Lethbridge East. Karen Reed, Member of the Board of Governors. Karen Gunn, Member of the Board of Governors. Nikki Van Mulligan, Member of the Board of Governors. And Dr. Olu Awoshiga, University of Lethbridge Faculty Association. I invite Kurt Schlachter, honorary degree recipient, and Mashoud Kazi, member of the Senate, to rise and come forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Schlachter's 6 years as chair of the University of Lethbridge Board of Governors were challenging, uplifting, historical, and transformative. During his tenure, the university opened the $280 million Science Commons building and successfully completed the $100 million Shine campaign, which is the largest fundraising effort in the school's history, navigating its way through the COVID-19 pandemic and substantial provincial funding cuts. In 2023, he and his spouse, Jason Vandenhoek, established a first-of-its-kind endowment fund to support 2S LGBTQ+ students, advancing equity and inclusion on campus. Known as a community builder, his volunteer and philanthropic activities have supported multiple local organizations, and his exceptional work in the legal field saw him awarded the designation of the King's Council by the province of Alberta in 2022. For his continued commitment to advancing community and bettering society, the University of Lethbridge is proud to confer upon Kurt Schlachter a Doctor of Law honoris causa. Please put your hands together for Kurt Schlachter.
Kurt Schlachter, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
I present Dr. Kurt Schlachter. I invite Dr. Kurt Schlachter to present the address to the graduands.
Oki. Eminent Chancellor, President, Board Chair, members of faculty, honored guests, family, friends, and most importantly, graduands. I accept this honorary degree today with humility and immense gratitude for everything that this sacred place of learning has brought to my life. Thank you for this tremendous honor. I was asked to share some words of inspiration and encouragement with you today, so I've decided to structure my remarks as the top 3 pieces of advice that I wish someone had given me when I was in your position 24 years ago. My first piece of advice is that you should be proud of your education and never stop thinking critically. I speak frequently and openly about how life as I know it today simply would not have been possible without the foundational experience of my undergraduate education from this institution. I didn't know it at the time, but that experience set the trajectory for everything that came after. Education is incredibly powerful. For many people, myself included, it's transformative in shaping lives and communities, and it's something that no one can ever take away from you. Picture 18-year-old me arriving on this campus in 1996 from a nearby town of 1,500 people in a graduating class of 9. That experience opened my eyes in ways that I never could have imagined. I met people from all over Alberta, Canada, and beyond. I was exposed to academic disciplines and schools of thought that I never would have encountered otherwise. And most importantly, I learned how to interact with a diverse group of highly intelligent people. Younger me wasn't mature enough to recognize that being required as a science student to take classes in anthropology and music and management would be valuable later in my life. Older me is extremely grateful for that exposure and for the deliberate transdisciplinary collisions that I experienced here, which led me from science to law to business to my passion for governance work and beyond. At the heart of the U of L's mission lies a commitment to liberal education, an education that empowers individuals to think critically, communicate effectively, and engage meaningfully with the world around them. In an era of rapid change and uncertainty, the ability to adapt, innovate, and empathize has never been more important. Liberal education is this university's secret sauce. It distinguishes you from the graduates of most other universities, especially other comprehensive research universities. Remember that liberal education has nothing to do with political ideology, which is a common misconception. Ironically, though, it's a direct threat to some of the more dangerous political ideologies, and history is full of examples of otherwise well-intentioned people failing to think critically and to speak truth to power to the great detriment of themselves and everyone around them. We need critical thinking now more than ever. We live in a world where the narrative is deeply polarizing and where we're inundated with biased information, some of which has been selected by algorithms specifically designed to manipulate our behavior. Combine this with the prevalence of false information, rampant conspiracy theories, and the fresh hell that is AI-generated deepfakes, and I fear we're headed for some serious trouble, especially in the context of a society where it's become increasingly common for people to mistake their strongly held beliefs for knowledge. This is dangerous territory because the Dunning-Kruger effect is thriving in our current zeitgeist. For those of you unfamiliar with this particular cognitive bias, it means that we as humans have difficulty recognizing our own level of ignorance and tend to overestimate our abilities despite our limited competence. In other words, we literally lack the skills to recognize what we don't know, which is ironic in an era where unlimited information is accessible at our fingertips. But here's the tricky part. It's not the quantity of information that's the problem, it's the quality of it, and the ease with which misinformation can be accessed. Quite frankly, dystopian dramas are starting to feel increasingly less implausible. I'm not telling you this to worry you or to shame anyone. I'm telling you this to humble you and to give you a friendly but very important reminder of the fundamental component of your learning here. You know how to do your research and how to ask the right questions, so do it. Question everything, never be afraid to dig deeper, and to not be content with superficially presented information that you're asked to embrace as fact. If knowledge is power, critical thinking rooted in knowledge is a superpower. There's no question that we're heading into a period of great technological disruption. You will all be affected, and some of you will need to emerge as leaders. The critical thinkers are clearly going to have an advantage when it comes to navigating this disruption. My second piece of advice is to be deliberate in your pursuit of success. There's no uniform benchmark that defines success, which often causes it to be more of a nebulous concept than it should be. What I know for certain is that success is about so much more than money. For me, success has involved pursuing what I consider to be my purpose and what I want my legacy to be, while building the life that I want for myself. I also believe that success inherently needs to be a pathway to fulfillment, whatever that may look like for you. My advice is that you define success for yourself and then establish goals to align with your definition and vision for the future. This is far more effective than falling into the common trap of measuring your success against your perception of someone else's. With all of this in mind, here are what I consider to be some of the key ingredients to a successful life. Curiosity. Never stop being curious about new ideas and opportunities, which I hope you're leaving here with a thirst for. This will help you discover what matters most to you, and it will ignite your passions along the way. Hard work. Show up and do the work, even when it's hard. Push through the doubt and the inevitable imposter syndrome that you'll experience as you start to succeed. Unfortunately, those of you who exist on the margins are probably going to have to work even harder. So accept that you might need to blaze a trail for yourself and be your own guiding light. Don't rely on luck or make the mistake of attributing someone else's success to it. Serendipity certainly has a place, but luck favors the prepared, and I've always found that the harder I work, the luckier I seem to get. Realism. The world owes you nothing, so check your entitlement. You'll be very disappointed if you expect opportunities to just fall into your lap without working for them. No one is going to hand you a future, that's your job. And no one loves their work all day, every day. It's not always going to be glamorous. I promise you I've never felt like a baller while redlining documents at midnight. Resilience. The exams may be done, but life will have plenty more tests in store for you. You're going to stumble and fall, and you'll need to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep on going. You'll experience failure and losses that will hurt and be awful. Cry the tears that need to be shed and move on, because fixating on what you've lost will bring you nothing. Failures and losses that feel devastating often have a way of leading to something better that you can't see at the time. So put one foot in front of the other, keep moving forward, and don't give up on your dreams before you've even fought for them. Sacrifice. Regardless of how you define success, its pursuit will often require sacrifice. I hate to harsh any mellows, but very few people get to have it all, and certainly not all at once. So lean in and be strategic in choosing your sacrifices. For example, if your goal is to make money, expect a successful outcome to come at the expense of your personal time, and vice versa. You're unlikely to get rich working 9 to 5 for someone else, but entrepreneurship takes bravery, grit, and a tremendous commitment of time and energy. So choose your priorities wisely. Risk. People are often afraid to take risk out of fear that it may not work out, but fail to adequately consider what will happen if it does. You're young. This is the time to let go of your fears and take some risk. There are many opportunities ahead for you if something doesn't work out at this stage of your life. Adaptability. It's often said that change is the only constant in life. This may sound trite, but there's a lot of truth to it. The point is that change never really stops, so it's far more strategic to embrace that reality than to try to fight it. Adaptation is easier and far more effective than resistance. If you reframe navigating change as an opportunity for personal growth in your pursuit of success, it becomes a lot less scary. Balance. Success is not sustainable without balance. You need to pace yourself because the path is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't fixate so much on your goals for the future that you miss the lessons and opportunities along the way. And be especially careful not to postpone experiencing joy in favor of reaching your next goal. Life is meant to be savored, not treated like something you need to push through. Thinking ahead to your future life and goals probably feels overwhelming right now, but I promise you that no matter how long the days may be, it will eventually hit you that 2 decades have passed by like lightning, and you will never get that time back. A future is guaranteed to no one, so you should be very deliberate about how you spend whatever precious time you do have. Without your health, you don't have much, so you should never take it for granted. Too many young people sacrifice their health at the expense of their other pursuits. As you age, you learn the value of your health and the time you have left. It's never too early to take steps to prioritize your health. Older you will thank you for the steps you take now to improve or at least maintain your physical health. You should also guard your mental health fiercely, because if it becomes compromised, the road ahead will be significantly rockier. It's okay not to be okay, and there will be times when being told to keep your chin up because you have so much to be grateful for just isn't going to cut it. Sometimes you'll need more robust help, so know that you're not weak in seeking it out. Humility. It's okay to be proud of your accomplishments, especially when you've worked hard at them, but no matter how successful you may become, there's always room to be humble and practice gratitude. Giving back. Success is meant to be shared, and I promise you that you'll never regret giving back to your community. Philanthropy is scalable to align with your ability and resources, and every bit counts. Start with whatever you can spare and build from there. If you don't have money, give some of your time, and if you don't have time, give some of your money. Doing so will reward you in ways that you cannot imagine now. Lastly, broad perspective. Diversity is a strength in every context, not something to be feared. So embrace it and open your hearts and minds. You have nothing to lose by being inclusive and everything to gain. The literature tells us that diverse teams are more successful, productive, and profitable. The explanation for this is not really that complicated. Incorporating different points of view significantly broadens the perspective of teams, resulting in greater trust, respect, and vulnerability among team members. This vulnerability then becomes a catalyst for creativity and innovation, and an antidote for groupthink, which lends itself well to increased productivity and profitability. Equity, diversity, and inclusion are not just lofty ideals. They're essential principles that ensure every individual has the opportunity to thrive and contribute to our collective success, and to live openly and authentically without fear of discrimination. Fighting against these principles will do nothing to enrich your life. On the contrary, doing so will result in you being myopic and one-dimensional in your worldview. This will hold you back in many ways that you won't be able to recognize until it's too late. Those of you with privilege have a responsibility to advance inclusion for the marginalized. If you have privilege, you didn't do anything wrong, but you need to at least acknowledge it and recognize that others with different backgrounds face barriers that you often don't even know exist. Having privilege doesn't mean your life has been easier, but it does mean that your life hasn't been harder because of who you are. For example, if you've never had a Supreme Court decide that you should have the same rights as everyone, you have privilege. My third piece of advice is that you are enough. We're bombarded daily with images of perfection designed to tell us that we're not smart enough, not beautiful enough, not fit enough, not rich enough, and not cool enough. Don't take the bait. Most of those images are fake and meant to trick you into being good little consumers of something you didn't need to buy in the first place. I want you all to know that regardless of your background, personal demographics, choice of major, and marks, you all matter. There can only ever be one of you, and you are enough. The best advice that I can give you is to be your authentic self as you pursue the life you want. To the current and future 2S LGBTQ+ students of the University of Lethbridge, I especially want you to know that you're enough. You know in your heart of hearts who you are. No one gets to decide this for you, so live your truth unapologetically. You are exactly who you're meant to be, and you're worthy of unconditional love and acceptance. So dream big and never settle for anything less in your pursuit of success. You have the right to be proud of who you are and to demand respect and equity in every aspect of your life. You are the reason why Jason and I established the Van den Hoek Schlachter Pride Fund last year. Despite significant advancements, the 2S LGBTQ+ community continues to face barriers. Discrimination, violence, and prejudice are still prevalent, and regressive ideologies continue to threaten the hard-won gains of the past decades. 2S LGBTQ+ youth still face disproportionate rates of houselessness, addiction, and suicide. The data tells us that they are overrepresented among houseless populations and are more likely to experience substance abuse and addiction due to societal discrimination and lack of support. Tragically, they're also at a significantly higher risk of death by suicide, with suicide attempts being up to 6 times higher than their heterosexual peers. 6 times higher. Let those stats sink in for a minute and tell me again how there's no longer any need for pride celebrations or that this doesn't warrant a further conversation. It's for this reason that it's essential we move beyond mere tolerance to unconditional acceptance for the 2S LGBTQ+ community. We tolerate medical procedures, not the right of other human beings to exist peacefully. Tolerance says to us that we're only conditionally accepted and that we must never be so loud and proud that we make anyone else uncomfortable. This is antithetical to being consistently required to fight for our rights and freedoms. In 2024, there are still active movements afoot to compromise marriage equality, and closer to home, regressive policy designed to make a wedge issue of the most vulnerable members of our community is being rolled out by video on social media rather than by democratic due process. Even worse, in many countries around the world, people just like me are being openly persecuted, brutalized, and even murdered for living their truth. If anyone in this auditorium today thinks tolerance is good enough for us, I challenge you to try having a fundamental of your identity merely tolerated. I promise you that it won't feel good. I also challenge you to deliberately put yourself in a position where you're not the default and watch your perspective shift. Open your hearts and minds. You have nothing to lose by doing so, and you won't regret it. Lastly, I want to remind all of you that you have a responsibility to continue advancing the important work of reconciliation that you've learned about here. By acknowledging and addressing the injustices of the past, we can continue to working towards healing and building stronger, more inclusive communities for all. We owe it to each other to make this our collective goal. Many of you are probably wondering what comes next. Some kick-ass partying, obviously. Seriously though, one last piece of advice. Soak up the experience of crossing this stage. It's a big deal. And here's a pro tip from watching thousands of your predecessors convocate during my time as board chair. Breathe and slow it down. It's not a race to get across. Don't forget to take your degree back from the platform marshal. Stop and smile for your photo with the chancellor. And most importantly, enjoy this moment. Listen for the cheering from those who have supported your educational journey and are here to celebrate with you today. You've earned it. This generation of students is going to play a pivotal role in shaping the future. You are the torchbearers of progress and the architects of tomorrow. Your curiosity, creativity, and commitment to positive change will be essential in addressing the complex challenges that lie ahead for all of us. As you embark on your individual educational, career, and life journeys, I would encourage you to embrace the opportunities that come your way, to question, to explore, and to never lose sight of the transformative power of education. Set your sights high and shine your light brightly. It's needed now more than ever. If you've made it this far, you've got what it takes to build a successful life for yourself. So go get it. Fiat Lux. Nitsi ni Itaki. Thank you.
I would like to introduce the University of Lethbridge Wind Orchestra under the direction of Dr. Holly DeCagney, who will now perform the musical selection. Please remain seated while they perform Rush for Solo Alto Saxophone and Wind Orchestra, Movement 2, Morning, by Kenneth Fuchs. Our saxophone soloist is Corey Campbell, winner of the 2023 ULETH Concerto Competition. Corey graduated this morning with a Bachelor of Music with great distinction. We are about to begin the conferral process, during which each degree, diploma, and certificate candidate will be presented to Convocation. Before the conferral process begins, I would like to remind everyone that a professional photograph sponsored by the U of L Alumni Association will be taken of each graduate as they cross the stage and shake hands with the Chancellor. Instructions for ordering this photo can be found inside the back cover of your Convocation program. A video clip of your moment crossing the stage will also be sent to your U of L email following the ceremonies, sponsored by the University of Lethbridge Students' Union. We hope this allows everyone to sit back and enjoy this momentous occasion. For safety reasons and to be considerate of other guests, we ask that you refrain from moving around during the conferral. For those who want to take pictures, please do so from your seat, as this will ensure you don't miss the presentation of your graduate. I also want to direct your attention to the south side of our platform. The Graduate Students Association President and Member of the Board of Governors, Jackson Reiter, and the Students' Union President and Member of the Board of Governors, Malika Thomas, will extend congratulations on behalf of the student body. Secretary of the Alumni Association, Lisa Neufeld, will present graduates with an alumni pin, symbolizing their membership in the University of Lethbridge Alumni Association. The parchment that the candidate brings to the ceremony celebrates the completion of the requirements for the conferral process. The degree, diploma, or certificate becomes official only when it has been conferred by the Chancellor. Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Michelle Helstein.
Eminent Chancellor, it is my privilege to present the degree, diploma, and certificate candidates.
In accordance with the statutes of the province of Alberta, I confer upon all candidates the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which they are entitled, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Dean Jackie Rice.
Eminent Chancellor, it is my privilege to present the candidates approved by the School of Graduate Studies.
The following candidate is awarded the degree Master of Science Management, Naseem Shahi. The following candidates are awarded a graduate certificate. Catherine Christina Deans. Head to the square. There, that square. Keep going. Jacqueline Grace Foreman. Sheridan Ray McCauley. Keep going. Perfect in Lovu. And the last candidate in this category, Samantha Nicole Tams Betts. Dean Carey Godfrey.
Eminent Chancellor, it is my privilege to present the candidates approved by the Dhillon School of Business.
The following candidates are awarded the degree Bachelor of Management. Cassie Chisum Aibuna. With distinction. Mahad Abdul Qadir Ali. Tosin John Allo. Ty Gary Antill. Taylor Kevin Anderson. Mohammed Zain Aslam. Natasha Azray. Jaspreet Singh Alak. Head to the square. There you go. Tolawaleshe Oluwani Femi Awodaru with distinction. Taiwo Favor Ayodeji. Abha Bajaj. Arjdeep Singh Bakshi. Rain Kim Sonko Balyut. George Renee Barnes. Megan Giovanna Berry with distinction. Eden Evangelina Bartlett. Zandria Lynn Rose Bates with great distinction. Michael Bergman. Hasmik Blikian. Square. Keep going. There you go. Thank you. McGregor George Bosch. Hannah Ray Boma with distinction. Mark James Bourne. Jessica Ann Breeze. Mahassan Yusuf Burma. Noah Edward Butterwick. Brittany Marie Caron. Yihan Chen. Lucas Ji-hoon Choi with distinction. Devon Dakota Cholak. Nicolas David Chrétien with distinction. Cassidy Erica Christman with great distinction. Aman Chug. Adrian John Chute. Oloa Koinsola Omobonike Klein. Nicolas Coley. Blake William Cousins. Benjamin Cameron Cox with distinction. Joseph Robert Crichton with great distinction. Cortland Townsend Cripps. Nathan Gilbert Crow, Elk Bear, Bonogai Gio, with distinction. Christina Curry. Tasha Danielle. Reuben Samuel Davis. Raika Faye DeRiet. Denise Marie Hines. Thank you. Go ahead. Denise Marie Hines Dimpas with distinction. Nathan Tate Doig. Benjamin Cooper Easthope with great distinction. Morgan Ann Ellemans with distinction. Caitlin Rosemary Elliott. Eddie Jong Christopher Enoch. Jonalyn Apias Esquivel with distinction. Jovelyn Apias Esquivel with distinction. Cretia Ferguson with distinction. Emilio Daniel Ficaccio. Carmen Elizabeth Fisher. Cameron Anderson Blair Frith. Mahak Garg. Devon Danielle Garland. Addison Elan Gatner. Mankaramjot Kaur Gill. Kyle Gordon. Eric Ronald Hill Gould. Seth Robert Graham with great distinction. Jennifer Groft with distinction. Michaela Lauren Gross with great distinction. David George Gallagher IV with distinction. Devon Milton Hayden. Right, you want to just, you don't want to call? Anmal? All right, go ahead. Anmal Hehar. Takahiro Higuchi with great distinction. Cale Nicholas Tony Hodges. Devon Hurry with great distinction. Samson Hussein. Erin Patricia W. Jerez with distinction. Gurpreet Kaur. Harleen Kaur. Harpartit Kaur. A little bit more. There you go. Jaspreet Kaur. Congratulations. Onkar Kaur. Pavandeep Kaur. Congratulations. Ramandeep Kaur. Taranjot Kaur. Caleb Robert Gregory Kinch with distinction. John Lucas Kneedle Olson with great distinction. John Michael Leonard Coleman. Cody Theodorus Krushup. Cassandra Michelle Labadie. Kenneth Lloyd G. Lacanilau with distinction. Prabjot Lail with distinction. Tyler Robert Laudermilk. Ashley LeCavalier. Hayden Renee Leclerc. Isabella Lee with distinction. Shojan Lee with distinction. Dawson Gracie Joe Luke. Tyler Joseph Kenneth Markell. Finn McCann with distinction. Wei Ji Miao with great distinction. Takara Jade Mikado. Sukhpreet Singh Munzal. Hanan Nabi. Sheena Shamila Nakiemba with great distinction. Jaskaran Singh Nanawan with distinction. Manvit Narang. Sarinder Singh Narula with distinction. Vanamali Naishadam. Robert Owen with distinction. Jemima Temilolua Abadafan. Shiny Paul. Sarah Peace. Matthew Russell Perman. Tyler Carl Petrie. Dean Edward Phelps. Taylor Marie Platt with great distinction. Shafia Popel with distinction. Tanner William Potaka with distinction. Dallas Eric Powers. Nida Ramzan. Madison Elizabeth Rohatinsky. Benjamin Dean Rowell. Sheila Bautista Salas with distinction. Jane Lee Scout, Bugaki, Little Woman. Shivangi Sharma. Braden James Shearer.
Right? You're welcome.
Jackson William Mackey Sheely. Noah Alexander Sieben with distinction. Krishan Singh with great distinction. Harjot Singh. Christian Hendrik Slomp. Shanoa Victoria Brooke Smith. Abhinandan Sood. Bobby Ray Niokos Sugai. Head to the square. Keep going. A few more. There you go. Sarah Jane Minori Takiyasu with distinction. Congratulations. Nathaniel Gordon Thomas Wall with distinction. Samuel Bruce Tallstrup. Brooke Alexandria Tonin. Daniela Onyomache Chinechere Uzonwa. Abigail Elizabeth Vandekratz. Bunbin Verma with distinction. Annalise Marie Vissers with great distinction. Haley Amelia Waldy with distinction. Guan Wang with great distinction. Kelsey Elise Whipple with great distinction. Erica Wickland with distinction. And the last candidate in this category, Shaylin Marie Widdock. The following candidates are awarded the Post-Bachelor Certificate in Management. Folashade Bolaji Abidakon. Akosua Kokor Amponsa. Gordon Apia Baden. And the last candidate in this category, Arshdeep Kaur. The following candidates are awarded the combined post-bachelor certificates in accounting. Bianca Baez. Coral Maybelline Crowchild. Gurinder Kaur. Giovanni Endaya Lat. And the last candidate in this category, Srishti. The following candidates are awarded the undergraduate diploma. Ayman Rahim Kassam. Drumit Kamlajbai Kiara. Ila May Padilla. And the last candidate in this category, Dhruvil Shailesh Kumar Patel. Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Michelle Helstein.
The candidates who will now be presented are graduates of combined degree programs. The 5-year combined programs provide students with the opportunity to meet the requirements for 2 degrees offered by 2 different faculties or schools. Eminent Chancellor, it is my privilege to present the candidates for the combined degrees programs. I invite the deans of the faculties and schools appropriate to each degree to rise and congratulate the graduands.
The following candidates are awarded the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Management. Jada Sidney Radicke, BA with distinction. Erica Rain Waugh, Bachelor of Management with distinction. And the last candidate in this category, Mackenzie Jade Williams, BA with distinction, B Management with distinction. The following candidates are awarded the degrees Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Management. Margaret Sophia Bell, BSc with distinction, B Management with distinction. Alexander Evan Hughes. Christina Lee. Coral Amelia Skiba, BSc with distinction, B Management with distinction. And the last candidate in this category, Seraphin Tavi Sungbo Yip, BSc with great distinction, B Management with great distinction, and co-op. The following candidates are awarded the degrees Bachelor of Health Sciences and Bachelor of Management. Madison Julia Keys. And the last candidate in this category, Virginia Agata Ramsey, Bachelor of Health Sciences with distinction. Provost and Vice President Academic, Michelle Helstein.
Eminent Chancellor, it is my privilege to present all remaining candidates listed in the program in absentia.
I confer upon the remaining candidates the degrees to which they are entitled.
Dean Carey Godfrey.
Eminent Chancellor. Cassidy Chrisman completed her Bachelor of Management degree with a major in accounting with great distinction. Cassidy has been an exceptional student, hardworking, engaged, and with very impressive analytical skills. Cassidy was noted by faculty for her active participation in class, where her contributions added immensely to other student interest and understanding of the subject at hand. We have no doubt that Cassidy is poised to distinguish herself in her professional career and someone to watch for in the future as an accomplished alumni. It is my privilege to present the Dhillon School of Business Gold Medal to Cassidy Chrisman.
I invite Lisa Neufeld, University of Lethbridge Alumni Association Secretary, to bring greetings on behalf of the University of Lethbridge Alumni Association.
Graduates, congratulations and welcome to the University of Lethbridge alumni community. Thank you for returning to campus to take part in this important occasion, surrounded by classmates, professors, family, and friends. We are engaged thinkers, critical problem solvers, and impassioned leaders who are making a difference in the world. Thanks to your hard work, you have gained the knowledge, experiences, and personal and professional connections to make your own discoveries and affect positive change. Wherever the road takes you, don't forget the classmates, professors, and staff who inspired and supported you. Don't forget the experiences that shaped you. And don't forget that the alumni community is here to support you and celebrate your accomplishments. I invite you to share your alumni story, starting with today's celebration. The University of Lethbridge Alumni Association is offering a free photo of you crossing the stage in cap and gown. To access your photo, use the information on the back of the alumni booklet I handed you earlier today. Today, you become an ambassador for the University of Lethbridge and its alumni community. The success you enjoy will inspire our students and other alumni. As alumni, we also play an important role in the future of our university. I encourage you to stay engaged, both on our campuses and from afar. Get involved with the Alumni Association, volunteer at events, or mentor a student. Stay connected and continue to share your alumni stories. Enjoy today's celebration, and once again, congratulations.
Chancellor Terry Whitehead.
I ask that our graduates and honorary degree recipient please rise if they are able. I now ask the graduates, including our honorary degree recipient, to move the tassel on your cap to the left-hand side to signify the change in your status from graduand to graduate. Yes, please join me in congratulating our newest University of Lethbridge alumni. Graduates, please remain standing, and our honorary degree recipient may be seated. As we say farewell to you, our spring 2024 graduates, I wish to acknowledge the faculty, staff, and members of the Senate and Board of Governors who have worked hard to help see you through your years at the university. I also want to recognize and acknowledge the parents, families, and friends who have supported you throughout your studies and who share in the joy and excitement of your success. A special thank you to family and friends who travel to support graduates from our Calgary campus. Graduates, please join me in acknowledging them. More than 55,000 people have crossed the stage as you have today. Would all University of Lethbridge alumni present here today please also rise to be recognized? Graduates and alumni, please be seated. I invite everyone here to enjoy conversation over refreshments on the second level immediately following the ceremony.
At this time, we would like to thank our outgoing Chief Marshal, Dr. Michelle Hogue. She will be handing over the ceremonial mace to our incoming Chief Marshal, Dr. Rochelle Marinowski. We ask that you remain standing at your seat for the recession until the new Chief Marshal bearing the mace, followed by the platform party and the graduates, have departed. Eminent Chancellor.
Convocation is dismissed.
Please rise if you are able.